we are just coming from a game, and there is a reveal that was literally published 20 minutes ago. Beyond the Garden, Lillia Champion teaser. Ooh. So we are gonna have to watch it. It's 1 minute and 25 seconds long. Let's see what it's like, and I'll give you my first impressions. How about that? All right, let us begin. Beyond the Garden.
Mother Tree has shown me dreams of the world outside my garden.
Sounds Irish. And a very high-pitched voice. Is she like a kid?
They've taught me that all of us have a little sparkle.
Is that Timo? Are all of Timos?
That precious light lives on, even when we sleep.
There's a strong Asian vibe here. That looked like Kindra's mask.
When we're facing the darkest nightmare.
Is that Riven?
But now those dreams have stopped. And Mother Tree is dying. I can do this. I can brave the world beyond my garden. Can't I?
And the lanterns. Okay. Crossover July 22nd. Oh. So there's one with abilities too. Passive, Dream Laden Bow. Lillia's abilities apply Dream Dust, dealing a portion of the target's maximum health as magic damage over a duration. Okay. Blooming Blows. Lillia swings her branch in the air and deals magic damage to nearby enemies, dealing true damage to those at the outer edge of the circle. When she successfully lands the attack, Lillia also gets movement speed. Okay. W is Watch Out, Eep. Lillia winds up for a huge strike with her branch, dealing magic damage to enemies. Enemies at the center of the impact receive more damage. Okay. E. Lillia lobs a swirl seed overhead, dealing magic damage to enemies and slowing them for a duration. If Lillia's swirl seed misses, it'll continue to roll until it hits an enemy or collides with terrain. Huh. It's her ult. Yo, there's too much going on. Lillia casts a lullaby over her enemies, and those affected by her dream dust, it sounds like Zoe, become increasingly slowed before falling asleep for a duration of time. When awakened by damage, enemies will take additional magic damage. Okay, let's watch it again. Okay, fell asleep. Damage. Okay. I see. The deer, a lady that looks... And some skins? One skin. Okay, so here's the thing. I will be honest with you. She looks... And I mean, many people have said this, but she looks like a crossover of Hecarim and Nico. It's a little bit weird to me, to be honest. I mean, I understand that this is supposed to be like a centaur kind of thing. But, I mean, I don't know. She doesn't look, like, striking to me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, at least with Aphelios, you know, when he was released, and I started playing pretty much right after he was released, like, he looked pretty cool. Like, and unique and different. And this just, I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, her biography is on the world's page right now. Another Zoe. There's one more video. New Thresh skin, new Yasuo skin. Okay. So, anyway, I don't know what you think about her design. Her hair and everything, it just looks too similar to Nico, in my opinion. In my personal opinion. And, the flowers and everything, also very Nico-esque. And, her abilities look pretty interesting. I guess she's gonna be more of like a mage, right? Her Q... Blooming Blows. And then W. It's a lot of circles and swirls and things. And then her ult is putting multiple champs to sleep. So yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's interesting, but I'm not sure if I'm kind of resonating with her that much, to be honest. Let's see her bio and stuff. The Bashful Bloom Lillia. Here we are, Lillia. When the humans bloom, it's so beautiful. I can help them. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. She has an air of uncertainty. She is from Ionia, of course. Read her biography. Yo, pretty long. But let's read it anyway. In Ionia, magic is woven into the land. Forests spread vibrantly, and trees often boast nearly as many colors as leaves, touched by the wonders of the spirit realm. But there's one forest hidden away that draws on a different kind of magic. A garden with a tree at its heart that gathers humanity's dreams in its blooms. The dreaming tree grew from a seed of the god willow, which towered over the ancient grove of Omikailan. I don't know how to read that. Cast loose when the god willow was tragically felled. The seed took root and in what came to be known as the Garden of Forgetting. Nurtured by the green father, Ivern, as many of the descendants of Omikailan were, the dreaming tree spiraled up, spreading the magic of humanity's desires each time the dream-laden buds bloomed. Lillia was born when one of the tree's own dreams was captured in a bud that fell to the ground before it could bloom. Something that had never happened before. Sprouting into an awkward fawn creature. It definitely is an awkward fawn creature. With the flower buds still on her head, Lillia's only company was her mother tree and the dreams that drifted to the garden each night. So I guess the flower is not an accessory, it actually is part of her. Lillia helped tend the buds and learned about humanity through them. Enchanted by the people and place she glimpsed, she spent every waking moment experiencing a swirl of emotions and desires that mortals could only see when they closed their eyes. In caring for the dreams, Lillia also cared for the dreamers. She came to consider each of them a new friend, wanting nothing more than to one day greet the people who imagined such wonders. Lillia wanted it so badly that her own desires eventually gathered in a bud on a tree. But when Lillia finally did meet humans, it wasn't like remembering a familiar dream. It was more like waking up. Something was happening in the world outside Lillia's forest. War blazed like fire through the land, and in time, fewer dreams began to reach the garden. The tree itself grew sick and became infected with burls, writhing tangles in its trunk, which oozed with darkness. I feel like I'm reading the tree biography, not Lillia's biography. Lillia did her best to nurture her mother tree and the dreams that remained in its buds, but it was not long before the garden became so weak that the violence of the world spilled in. One night, warriors entered the forest and chased a lone figure all the way to the dreaming tree. With a single errant blade slash, the branch containing Lillia's unrealized dream came thudding to the ground. Oh no! Lillia panicked and forced them all to sleep, shocked at the difference between the mortals she thought she knew and the ones she had found. They were so afraid, more tangled than sparkle. They were like the burls. But as the warriors slept and Lillia wept, a dream emerged from the lone figure the others had been chasing. Weakly, it floated toward the broken branch on the ground and moved into the bow's bud. Lillia picked it up. She could feel the dream. As she whispered to it and soothed it, it glowed even brighter, and so did she. The bud upon her head unfurled, and magic swirled around like sparkling pollen. In that moment, swept up in possibility and wonder, Lillia herself bloomed, until with a sneeze she sent the magic curling into the surrounding forest. The humans awoke one by one, unable to remember what had brought them to the forest or what they had done. None noticed the timid fawn behind the tree. With relief, Lillia watched the humans go, still seeing only confusing tangles, but knowing now that there was still a sparkle beneath it all. And if their dreams wouldn't come to the tree, she would have to bring the tree to them. Taking up her branch, Lillia left the garden and entered the world of humans, a world she had always wanted to know, but one that frightened her now more than anything. It was so unlike what she understood. Hiding just out of sight, Lillia now helps people's dreams be born, drawn forward by glimpses of who they could be, and by what may be trapped beneath their tangles. By helping humans realize their deepest wishes, Lillia realizes her own, the bud in her head blooming as she's filled with joy. Though darkness may be encroaching on Ionia once more, it is but a mask, and beneath it lies the familiar sparkle of hope. Only by braving the world and braving herself can Lillia hope to untangle its burls. Okay. So, she is a girl that can put people to sleep and dreams and stuff. And the branch that she holds is from the mother tree that contains all that life and all those dreams. And she wants to get to know humans, and she wants to be part of the human world, but she's afraid. She's very bashful and timid. Okay, I understand. I mean, her bio goes pretty well, I guess, with her design. But, again, my opinion on her design is a little bit meh. I'm gonna say, I don't know, what do you guys think about her design? What do you think of the champ in general? Are you excited to play her? They're probably gonna make her OP when she comes out, then they're gonna nerf her to death. Isn't that what usually happens? Yeah, in terms of design, I am kind of on the fence here. I'm not a big fan of fawns and all that stuff, and centaurs and, you know, all those Greek mythology inspired things. Except Pantheon. I do like Pantheon. Pantheon is cool, but like all of those animalistic things, I don't know, just not my cup of tea, to be honest. With design, I think it's cool and all, but she looks too much like Nico, unfortunately. If Nico wouldn't exist, then she would be great. But Nico exists. Nico exists. She sounds like Irish or Scottish or something. She's from Ionia. The accents in League are not consistent. I agree with you. The whole accent thing, to be honest, I don't understand why they have to like try to do all these different accents, because like the accents in the real world don't just transfer over there. I keep getting comments on the Demacia video that I did that, oh, Fiora is French, that's why she has this French accent, but there's no France in Runeterra. What are you talking about? And like Ari's supposed to be, I guess, Korean. But she doesn't have a Korean accent.